As you can see, I'm pike fishing again today. Pike season now. I've been fishing for about a month now. I've been doing okay. We haven't done any filming because I'm fishing in the same spots where we normally go, so you can only fish there a certain amount of times. And it gets a bit boring on video. So what we did, me and Tom, we came in summer here perch fishing, and we had some nice perch out. And we thought there's a couple of nice spots that we should have to fish when the river's not too up. It's coming winter when it's a lot of water in it. It's pretty impossible to fish. I fished further up a few years ago and got a few jacks. But when we were perch fishing these few pegs down here, we were getting bothered by jacks a bit. Not big, but we know there's pike in this river. But I'm not sure if there's any massive ones, so I've come to find out. I've got, you can see I've got a stick float on. A pencil float, should I say, and because we were fishing still water last time I went, so I'll have to change that. Take 2 minutes to change. Put a bigger float on, and I'm going to just fish out here where it's a bit slacker, and down near this tree here. I should have to hold there. It's not too deep here, it's probably about 5 foot. And it looks totally different now when you come in winter. I've seen a few small fish topping. There's a guy barbel fishing up there. And I think there's only me and him on here at the moment. What I'm going to do is, if you look down the edge here, I'll check there's any snags. And we're getting some nice perch all down the edge. We never get any further out, they're all down the edge. So I think the pike are probably quite close in and all if there's any. Looks like they could hold a few decent pike. Maybe a case of just getting through the jacks. So I'll stop waiting and I'll get the other float set up. Baits I'm going to use today, I'm just going to use smelt and sardine. I've got some blueies and that, but they're sort of a backup in case I go to the bigger river further away, in case I don't catch out here. So I'll probably give it 4 hours here and then move if it's not too good, but let's see if we can catch some. Change the float, as you can see, a bit harder than I thought because rushing out today, I forgot my glasses. And I've got all my eyes now. So I should be alright on looking the pike and stuff. It's just on the small stuff. And I'll just check around for the depth. It's not bad depth in the edge there. And just go on the bottom, see if there's any snags. A lot of times snags on rivers come into the edge. I'll just see how deep it is in the current there. Sometimes if you just fish on the crease it's manageable. I'll probably have to fish there. I've got plenty of space to go at. There's a little bit deeper there, but not much deeper. I'll take a bit off the stop knot. And I do fancy up there. It's nice, a nice slack there. See if there's any snags. Dead depth there. Just bounce it on the bottom. I've got no hooks on, a big snag there. Snagged up. It's not good. It's not bait or no weight. Hooks. I'm not fishing there. It's not worth the risk. Probably a tree or something. We'll just see if there's anything a bit further out. I'm best spending a bit of time checking. It won't spook with pike, it'll just attract them. There's a good spot there. Can't feel any snags. There's a bit of a deeper hole there, as you can see. Sometimes they sit in deeper holes. It's quite deep there in the edge here. So I'm going to fish there with this rod. Why not? And then what I'll probably do with other rod, move them about a bit. Just double check again. Don't go past that crease, I should be alright where the grass is stuck out. I'm going to fish one there, get a sardine on, and I'll get the hooks on. Right, as you can see, I've got a sardine on. A nice smelly bait. Looks a bit like a dace. There's plenty of dace and stuff in here, little chublets. I'll get this one in. What I've been checking out is it's the unlooking area. Found down here, but I think I'm a bit too close. So what I might have to do, I might just have to take them up the bank. Not too far. And unhook them. If I get a big one, I'll definitely have to go up there. I'll just put it before that snag. And you can see the other rod's right over. Right over there, unhooking mat. Not a good place. And you can see, I think I'm going to have to probably move that. I'll probably do it on the other side of the other rod. Right, so that float's in there. I'm going to leave it around this area, this one. I'll stab it. Let some oil come out when it's defrosted. And we'll wait and see if we get a bite. Oh, it looks good. I'm going to try down here with the other rod. I'll set that up and I'll just show you when I chuck it out. But I'm going to move the mat and get on cracking, setting the other rod up. Right, the other rod's set up now. Just go fish down here, like I said. I'm going to put smelt on. And to be honest, this year smelt hasn't been doing that well really. I've had a few on them, but most of them have been coming to sardines and blueies. But we've been fishing a few still waters. We've had a few fish. We've had a few blanks as well. But we've had, I think, I had a 16 and a half pounder. That's the biggest one. Tom's had a couple of doubles, about 10-11 pound, as has Brent. But like I say, we haven't took the cameras because it's places we've been dozens of times, and to be honest, you know, people are probably going recognising the spots and going fishing in them. So we probably won't film in where we normally go unless we get desperate. I mean, the fish move about. We've had some good sessions in some spots on the river, and when we've been back numerous times, we never had the same success. So they do move about. Yeah, so it's been a good season so far at the start. I think I've had 3 blanks in a row though, which weren't too good, and you start thinking you're not going to start catching. I went last week and I was sat for 2 hours, no bites. Things running through my head like, am I going to catch? Shall I move? And just as I was thinking about that, the float went under. And I had 3, but most of the fish have been coming in the last 2 hours, you know, just before dark. So it's about 12 o'clock now, so I've probably got 5 hours. We're going to move to the next peg further up, but there's a guy barbel fishing. Well, there's plenty of room here to do it. A few fish topping out there. So plenty of bait fish here. If there's any big pike is another matter. I know there's small ones. It's only been in a few minutes. And you see it twitching now. It's only probably a small one. Definitely got to be a pike. There's a lot of chub in here, but I don't normally have a go at fish. I'm struggling picking it up. It's took it now, it's picked it up. I'll strike on that. Well, at least I've caught one. It's not that bad actually. It's in the fast flow, so it's hard to judge. It's off. I've still got a bit of life in them this time of year. Yeah, it's still warmish. Good start. The smelt's only been in a couple of minutes. It's probably about 3 or 4 pound. Putting a good scrap up though. And the smelt worked again. We've not been that too good on the normal venues we've been. It's only small, but nothing. That's the size of fish we were getting bothered by in summer. Might have to wade through a few of these before anything bigger comes. It's not happy. Looks like it's been caught before, this guy, with a lure or something. Oh, its mouth's damaged. Not good. Don't know how it's got damage like that, if someone catches it. Pretty bad. Like a big lure. It was just on top of its stomach. You can see there's a bit of damage on it there, on its teeth. But it's either been caught and gone in a snag with something. It's a shame. It's feeding well. I'll get back in by hand this. Probably about £4. Okay, now. Well, that's one way of getting them back. Nearly went in myself. So, a classic. That's why you got to be so careful on the rivers. Whew. Now I went for a swim. Well, that's fishing. Don't think I'll run into the line. Definitely twitched. And you see it's not moving. There's no current there. Or whatever it was, it might have just run into the line. Look, this might be just taking a close look at it at the moment. It's quite an oily bait, so sometimes you get chub pecking at them, and even barbel. But most of the time it's pike. I've had occasion when eels have a go. And whatever it is, it's not taking it. I'll be still there looking at it if it's a pike. And sometimes it depends how the fish falls. You know, you don't know what it's like on the bottom if it's a bit awkward to get to. Last week I was fishing Stillwater and the pike were just swimming between my floats, looking at the floats for about 2 hours before it took the bait, and it was quite a big pike. It knew both baits were. It was swimming between them both. Well, sometimes they can be looking at them for hours and just not take them. They could be twitching it, but with it being a snaggy bottom, I'll probably get stuck. Well, it's not worth it. When I lift it out the bait, I'll just pull it off the bottom straight away. Whatever it was, it's gone. There's a few bits of oil coming up and bubbles, but I think it's probably still there. I'll sit back and let it decide if it wants to take it. It's probably the same one I just had. It's oozing with, dripping with blood still. Water's quite cold, it's colder than I thought it was. And probably just go fish back where I was. I'll try further up later on. Not having no joy there. If there were pike in the area looking at the bait, I'll probably take it this time because I won't want it to get away. Sometimes recasting it the same spot pays off, you know, if there's one staring at it. Back in that same spot where I got a bite and it's just, you see it's going under now, the fish is definitely picking it up. Probably another small one, it's not going crazy with it. I'll strike on it, I don't want to get deep hook one. Another small fish. Don't know what's that snag. That was probably one what I'd have got it before. It's smaller than the other. But tuck it in straight away after the recast. A couple of pound. Net. We'll see if I can unhook it there. Nice little deck jack. Definitely a different fish. Get it back in, not going to fall in this time. And that's the one what we're probably staring at my bait for ages. As I say, if you recast in the same spot, it'll take it the second time because there's a bit of movement on the fish as well. And that's two. Not to write home about, but they're all fish. Right, I've made my mind up. I'm going to move to another peg. No happening here. You know, fish may come on later on, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to edge my bets, move down to another peg. See if I can get one out, put some fresh baits on, cast out, see what happens. No point hanging about here. A bigger one may come up or some more might go on the feed, but I'm not feeling it at the moment. And the first fish I had, the first two, came in the first hour, so I think it'll just caught the ones what were in this swim. So I'm going down to the next peg now, or up. I haven't decided yet, so I'll pack the stuff up and move. Well, that's about it from me. No more fish. Moved pegs, no up and down here. It's one of them things. I could have moved, caught, or I could have stopped up there and caught and all. But I could have blanked in both pegs. But you never know, it's one of them things. I think I probably caught all the pike up there. There's just none down here. So, I'll see you in the next one.